Hi, I'm Jeanette. This is level 1 and 2 yoga. So glad you're here. Let's get started. We'll begin in the 4 points position, tabletop pose, on your hands and knees. And if you have sensitive knees, please put a blanket or a towel under your knees so that you have that little extra layer of cushioning helping you out. So the first thing you're going to do is set yourself up with good alignment. The shoulders go directly above the wrists and the knees go directly beneath the hips. Sometimes it's helpful to look in a mirror just to see. Okay? And the second thing you're going to do is start moving. I invite you to move in a way that you feel called to move right now. You're just beginning your yoga practice, so you're bringing your attention into your body and creating the space for the body, the mind, and the breath to all come together. And while you're moving, you might notice any little kinks or areas of tightness that need some wiggling or some moving or some breathing. This is free flow here. You can make circles. You can slither like a snake. You can move your head and neck. And sometimes those spots that sing to us keep singing, and that's okay. You can still do your yoga practice with acceptance of what is present in this moment. What is the reality for you right now? So when you feel like you've gotten your wiggles out, I'm going to invite you to take a big breath from the neutral position. And as you exhale, tilt your tailbone down. Bring your hips back towards your heels, elbows on the floor, forehead on the floor. Take one big back breath here, expanding the back of your rib cage. Let it out slowly. Come up onto your elbows and then onto your wrists. Roll your shoulders back. Stretch yourself out as you inhale. Look at the wall in front of you. And exhale, tilt the tailbone down again. Elbows down to the floor. Forehead on the floor. Another back breath here. One more time, please. Up on the elbows, the hands, roll the shoulders back. Stretch yourself out. Look at the wall in front of you. Exhale, pull that tailbone down. Bring the elbows down, the forehead. One back breath. Good. Well done, yogis. Come back up to the tabletop position and walk your elbows down to the floor. Bring your hands into prayer pose in front of you and walk your knees out. We're going to start, whether you're level 1 or 2, in the half plank position. And for this position, let's play around with activating the abdominals. See what that feels like. Squeeze your bottom, your gluteals, about 30% of their maximum. Okay, take a breath and feel how that is. Reach long through the top of your head. Press your palms together. Press into the floor through your elbows. Bring the shoulders down towards the floor, down away from your ears. And if you feel called to do so, you may lift your knees. Okay. Continue pressing your hands together, pressing the elbows into the floor. If you're hovering between level 1 and 2, you can bring the knees down and up again. Over time, you'll lengthen the amount of time you can spend in the full plank position. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shift your hips back. You might need to walk your knees forward a little for this one. Okay, shift back. bring your prayer hand behind your head. Take a breath here. Let it out slowly. Good. Come back up to tabletop pose. And if you haven't already, please begin using your Ujjayi breath. Roll your shoulders a few times here. Let your shoulder circles be as big as possible and as slow as possible. Really control and track the movement of your shoulder blades. Wonderful. And take a breath in. As you exhale, tuck your toes under, shift your hips back, and stretch the bottoms of your feet. Shoulders down away from the ears, pressing actively into the hands here. More shoulder engagement. If your feet are screaming right now, back up a little. That much stretch is not beneficial. This can be quite intense depending on your feet. Okay, so let's come back up and take a breath again. And with the Ujjayi this time, as you exhale, lift yourself up into downward facing dog. Inhale, bring the knees down. Arch your back and look at the wall in front of you. This is all inhale. Exhale, pull the belly in. Lift the knees, downward facing dog. Press into the floor through the thumb meet and the first two fingertips. Inhale, knees come down. And we arch the back, really widening out the front of the chest. Exhale, down dog again. And from here, we're going to hold for 3 breaths. You can always come down if you want to. Breathe into the back of your body. Remember that back breath we did. See if you can do that in your downward dog. And when you've completed that, you can take a breath widening out your ribcage to the sides. Try that. And now on the 3rd breath, focus on expanding your ribcage in all directions. Let the breath out slowly as you come back down to your knees. Okay, and go back into child's pose for a rest. Okay, up onto hands and knees again, tuck the toes. Take a breath, exhale up into downward facing dog, and then walk your feet up towards your hands and come into forward fold. If your back is super tight or your hamstrings are super tight, bend your knees as much as you need to. Even down here is great. Give yourself the opportunity to have a beneficial yoga practice. Okay? Half lift. Inhale, straighten up your back. Your hands are either on your shins or the fingertips on the floor. Lengthening out the spine through the top of the head, and exhale back down again. Now we can come up through the half lift position into standing. Pull your abdominals in as you go. Hands together overhead, squeeze the butt. Again, just 30% of maximum. Look up at the sky. Exhale, forward fold again. One big back breath here. Inhale, half lift. Exhale down. Inhale up through the half lift position, bending your knees if you need to. Inhale, still inhaling, up, squeeze the butt again, just 30%. Bringing your upper back towards heaven, shining your heart's light up to the sun. Exhale, forward bend. Last one. Hang here. Let gravity pull your head down towards the earth. Okay, bend your knees, pull your belly in and roll from the bottom up. Arms up. Mountain pose. Feel your feet. Feel the way your body weight transfers into the planet through your feet. Spread that out evenly from front to back and side to side of the foot. Knees are slightly bent, abdominals gently, subtly turned on. Head is back of the neck is long. And from the base of the sacrum, your spine rises up towards the sky. Take a breath here all the way down into your feet. And exhale, grow longer, grow taller, reaching up towards the heavens just like a mountain. Good. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward bend. Walk your feet back into down dog. Walk your feet towards your hands. Forward fold. Roll your shoulders back, half lift. Exhale down. And then bend your knees, pull your abdominals in and roll yourself back up. Arms up, chest up, squeezing the butt a little bit. Exhale back down into mountain pose. So I'm turning and facing the other way so you guys can still see me, but we're going to do the whole thing on the opposite leg. So you don't have to turn around if you don't want to. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your feet back a little, knees down on the floor. Okay. Inhale and exhale, lift yourself into down dog. Inhale your right leg up, toes pointing down, hips level. One more breath. Exhale, bring that foot down, knees on the floor, right foot in front of you. Root down through the right foot as you rise into Anjaneyasana. Exhale down and walk it back to your half split. Drop your head. Okay, half lift here. Bend your knee slightly as you exhale, press the heel down into the floor. And release that. Take another breath. Exhale, forward bend again. Inhale forward, Anjaneyasana. Exhale down. Back into half split. Come up into your half lift. Plant your hand on the mat in front of you and open into a twist, pulling your right toes towards you. Check your hip. Exhale, untwist. Come back down into your forward bend. Come forward, Anjaneyasana. Squeezing that left butt cheek this time. And exhale down. Bring your right knee back next to the left. Anchor your hands on the mat, tuck your toes, take a breath, and exhale into downward facing dog. Walk your feet forward. Forward bend. Inhale, half lift. Exhale down. And bend the knees, pull the belly in, roll up. Arms up. Lifting the heart to the sky, squeezing the butt only a little bit. And exhale, hands down in front of you. Mountain pose. Now we'll be doing some standing work, and I'm going to ask you to please get a block and put the block between your thighs, just above the knee. Bring your feet about hip width distance apart, toes pointing directly forward. And let's try a little mountain first. Find your mountain. Perfect posture. Stacking your bones so that you could stand like this for a long time without growing tired. Gravity traveling through the curves of your bones into the earth, transmitting your weight so the muscles don't have to do as much work. Okay, take a breath, and as you exhale, squeeze your gluteals gently at first without allowing the legs to turn out. Well done. Okay, release. Next, we're going to do some stretching for the shoulders. So bring your arms out to the sides with a big inhale. Exhale, cross left on top of right at the elbow. Bend the elbows, backs of the hands are together. Wrap the hands. Now, I do have friends whose shoulders don't allow them to do this. And if you're one of those friends, you can wrap around to the sides like this. It's the same benefit for your shoulder. Make sure your hands aren't here though. You want them wrapped around to the sides, okay? So we're in eagle arms, okay? We're in mountain pose, and pay attention to your head right now. Check in and make sure that you don't have the head thrust forward, okay? Abs are pulled back, head is pulled back. Take a breath, and as you exhale, the arms go to the left and the head goes to the right. Inhale, center. Keep those shoulders pulled down. Exhale, other side. Okay, back to center. And now we'll trace some circles with the elbows. Keeping the shoulders down. There's 2 in each direction. Good. Open your arms out to the sides. Big inhale. Exhale, this time right on top of left. Okay. And head goes to the right, arms go to the left. On the exhale, inhale, center. Exhale, other side. Okay, and we are keeping the shoulders down as we make 2 elbow circles in each direction. Beautiful. Okay. Let the hands rest at your sides. Bounce your shoulders a few times. Okay, good. Now, this next piece, if you have a wall, that would be an excellent tool for you to practice your posture. If you're on the wall, I would say loose the block. If you don't have a wall, keep the block, okay? And bring your hips to the wall, your shoulders to the wall. Notice whether getting the hips and the shoulders on the wall makes you feel like you need to push your belly out, okay? We want to resist that. We want to strengthen the muscles that keep everything straight. So we're pulling the abdominals in, lengthening out the low back a little to get the shoulders and the hips on the wall at the same time. The heels don't need to be on the wall, okay? Back of the head is on the wall. And again, if you don't have a wall, just imagine and do the best you can, okay? And so the back of your head is touching the wall, but the chin is down and the abs are in. And I have friends that find this quite challenging. So don't worry, it gets easier. All right, we're going to turn the palms out, anchor through your legs, through your abdominals. Take a breath and press your wrists into the wall, keeping the shoulders down away from your ears. Okay, bring the hands up to about shoulder height. Do it again. Exhale, press into the wall. Don't let your head come forward or your chin come up. Okay, good. We're gonna do it again. This time, halfway to the fully upright position. Take a breath. Press your wrists into the wall. Really feeling it in the shoulders here for sure. Maybe even the neck if you're not used to this. Okay, and then bring the hands all the way up as high as you can, as high as your shoulders are comfortable going. Take a breath, and as you exhale, press your wrists into the wall, keeping the shoulders down, the head back, the tummy in, the chin down. Okay, good. Let's do some snow angel arms. So the whole while you're moving your arms, you're pressing gently into the wall or just pulling your arms back behind you as far as you can if you're not on the wall. Okay, moving up and down, keeping everything on your body completely still except for the shoulder joint. The shoulder blade is moving too, but the spine stays still, the neck stays still. There's a lot of resistance here. This is so good for correcting the hunchback posture, okay? All right, so we've done enough of that. Your shoulders might be a little tired. Wiggle them out, okay? And now one last thing on the wall. Last thing, I promise. Bring your fingertips behind your ears, okay? Same mountain cueing here. Belly is in and the chin is down. Press your elbows into the wall. Whoo-wee! Okay. Now, as you exhale, bring the elbows together in front of you or as close as you can, and then inhale, open. Press into the wall. Exhale, bring them together in front of you. Shoulder blades wrapping around to the sides of the rib cage, but everything else staying still. Press into the wall. Okay, good. All right, so we're done with that for now. We're done with the wall. We're gonna use this one again and I'm gonna show you how. So that was all a warm up for chair pose, Katasana. Place the block between your legs again if you lost the block before, okay? Find your mountain. Bring your fingertips behind your ears. Pull the belly in, chin down, head back, okay? Take a breath and exhale. Bend your knees, shift your hips back into a squatting position. Okay, resist gravity's as it pulling you forward, okay? And come back up. I'm gonna turn sideways so you can see what this looks like from the side. Ready? Take a breath, exhale down. And from here, let's go into forward fold. So come forward, straighten your legs if you want to. Hang for a second. And then we'll come back up on the inhale through the chair position. Find the chair And then come back up, arms up. Exhale, down. Pull your head back, pull your elbows back, chin down. Forward bend. Inhale up. Chair, and then reaching up. This time we'll hold. Only hold if it feels comfortable for you. If it's not comfortable, you might try just holding a little higher. That might help you find ease in your asana. We always want to hold ourselves with ease. Make the asana work for you. While you're holding here, ask yourself the question, what do I need to change to make this work for me? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. Big back breath, let it go. Oh boy. Okay. Okay, we'll do our half lift. We'll come back up. And bring your hands together in front of your heart. Find your center here. Just notice what you're feeling in your body. Is there a difference between right and left? Find your center of stillness. Remove the block from between your legs. Come back to mountain pose again. Find the center again. We're going to move into a balancing pose. And I encourage everyone, if you don't regularly practice balance, get a chair. Can I have a chair, please? Yes, thank you. Now, you might end up not even using it. Thank you. If you don't use it, wonderful. At least it's there if you do. So face the back of the chair. Find your center, find your mountain. Shift all of your body weight onto the left foot without lifting the right. So you're kind of standing on one leg, but not quite. Okay, and now we are lifting the right foot, putting the right foot in the right hand. Take a look at my shoulder. Pay attention to this very subtle movement, okay? This is A, this is B. This is where you want to be for this pose, right? You're using your shoulder blade muscles to keep the shoulder blade back. You've got some width here, some opening, and my upper back is now curving up towards the sky. All right, so take a breath, and as you exhale, squeeze your right buttock and press your right foot into your hand. Keep your head back. Don't do this. Okay. Good. Beautiful. Now, you have an option here of adding your other arm. Use Gyan Mudra for laser focus. One pointed focus. And you have the option of kicking your foot back into your hand as far as you want. As long as you keep your chest open, whoops, and you don't, try not to crunch your low back here. Let this back bend happen in your upper back. And you can also lean forward. And come back up. Release. Okay. Arms up. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, half lift. Lengthen it out. Exhale, down. Inhale, come up through the half lift and standing mountain pose. Good, we're gonna do it on the other side. Find your center, find your mountain. Shift the weight of your body onto your right foot. Bring your left foot into your left hand. Keep your femur facing forward. Don't let your leg do that. Don't do that. Nice and straight in the front, okay? So we're turning on the left butt and pulling in the abdominals. Set your shoulder wide across the chest. Take a breath and kick your foot into your hand, squeezing the butt just on that side mostly. Okay, adding opposite arm. Use your ujjayi. Come out. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, down. Good. Walk your feet back. Come onto hands and knees. Good. Now we're going to be standing on the knees. Put your right foot out to the side. Right hand palm facing up on that leg. Inhale your left arm up. Exhale, come over into side bend. Inhale, come back up, arms in a T position. Exhale into a variation of side plank. You can have your hand on the block. High, medium, low, or on the floor. Reach your right arm up over your head, lengthening out the right side of your body. Okay, and if you're feeling inspired, come into your full plank. Use your ujjayi. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knee down. Come back up. Okay. Hands and knees. Downward facing dog. Come back down to the hands and knees again. All right. Do this on the other side. Left leg out, toes pointing straight ahead. Left hand on the left leg, palm up. Inhale, right hand up overhead. Exhale, side bend. Like you're holding a beach ball. Okay. Inhale, T position, and exhale. Spread your fingers wide. Press the weight of your upper body in through the meat on your thumb and the first 2 fingers. Roll your shoulder out like we did in the standing balance pose. And then reach your left arm up overhead. Lengthen out. And ask yourself the question, do I want to do a full side plank? If the answer is yes, be my guest. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bottom knee down again. Come back up. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, hands down on the mat. Child's pose. One big back breath here. Good. So let's do a sideline twist. I really love this one. So, we'll go this way. Now, a lot of folks feel like they need a pillow here. So if that's you, get a pillow, please, or folded blanket, folded towel, whatever you want. You want your knees up high, about 90 from the hip. And don't tuck your feet all the way in. Let your feet kind of come out and rest where it feels natural, okay? Whichever arm is on top, put that arm on your waist. And as you inhale, lift your chest and lean back into a twist. Breathe here. Now, it is possible for some people to be uncomfortable in this pose, and if that's what you're experiencing right now, you can reduce the pose, reduce the amount of twist that you're giving yourself. Let your hand rest on your hips instead of all the way up here on your waist, okay? A feeling of gentle stretching is good. A feeling of opening up the chest and twisting the upper back is great. But a feeling of jerking on the low back, that's not what we're looking for. Okay. Good. Come back up onto your side. Now, come up and switch sides. Okay. Again, knees high, feet just kind of comfortable out there. Bottom arm is up out here. Take a breath and lift your chest and open up into your twist. Come back up onto your side, please. Time for legs up the wall. So come onto your back. Bring your knees in. Rock side to side a little here. And for legs up the wall, you don't even have to have a wall. If you have a chair, you can put your legs on the chair or on your couch. And if you do have a wall, what you're going to do is scoot your side, your hip up next to the wall. And then come around, lay down, and put the legs up. Okay. Once you're here, ask yourself, how do I feel? Does this feel okay. Because if the answer is no, then you're going to come out and do something else. You can lie in Shavasana, for example. You can go back into Child's Pose. You have so many options. And the next question is, how would I feel with a little prop under me? And if you think that's going to feel good, bring the soles of your feet onto the wall. Press your feet into the wall just enough to lift the hips and bring, I have a blanket here. You can use a pillow, a towel, whatever. Put it underneath your hips, low back. And take the extra time to adjust it, make it just right for you. Third question, do I like having this prop here? If the answer is no, just take it out. It's no big deal. Take a breath. Let your hands flop out to the sides. Some days we want the palms turned up. It's opening for the chest and the heart and the shoulders. Some days we want more grounding, more feeling of stability. And on those days you can put your palms on your belly. Feel your feet. Feel the heaviness of your legs and your femur, your big long leg bone at the top of your leg, sinking down into your hip. One more breath. Bring your feet to the wall, and if you have a prop underneath you, remove the prop and come to flat again. We'll stay with legs up the wall for just a few more breaths. Bring the soles of your feet to the wall. Roll onto your side without twisting. Stay here for one full breath. And then transition yourself to Shavasana. Lie flat on your mat. You can use a pillow. You can put a bolster or a blanket underneath your knees. Lie flat on the floor and make yourself as comfortable as possible. Relax your jaw. Let your tongue rest in the bottom of your mouth. Take a breath into your heart and feel it expand, and feel your shoulders move, making room for this great, big, spacious heart. Let your hips be soft and heavy. Your hands and feet relaxed. The fingers gently curling. Feel your whole body. Breathe with your whole body. The breath comes in, expands your entire body from the top down. And the breath goes out. Everything settling back into the center. Om Mani Padme Om. 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 Become aware of your breath again. And wiggle your fingers and toes. Notice now how you feel. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a hug. Rock side to side a little. And roll onto your side. Stay there for at least one full breath, maybe two. And when you're ready, come to a comfortable seated position. In a chair, on a blanket. Comfort is queen. Go inside your heart right now and extend out the benefits of this practice into all parts of your body, into all parts of your heart and your mind, into all things that need healing. And then extend them even further beyond your personal boundaries out into the world for the good of all. May all be happy, including you, including me. May mankind be united in unconditional love. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.